Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is the fourth installment of our revamped bakery series. All of these illustrations are being done in alcohol marker, basically in the same way. Usually I use essentially like the same process, like the order in which I do things, the materials that I use. So for this one, we're doing it very similarly to the most recent one, which was our croissant, because I did that sketch in my planner while I was at work, and I scanned it, printed it out, and then I used my light box to trace it onto some Bristol board. Then I took my kneaded eraser and erased as much as I could of the graphite, but only to the point to where I could just barely see the pencil that was left behind, because we don't want too much graphite there, otherwise we will trap it underneath the alcohol ink and never be able to get rid of it. One of the most annoying things about this one was, for like the last two videos, I took a trip and I took my favorite mechanical pencil and my favorite pencil sharpener, and when I came home I don't know where I put them, so I couldn't find my pencil sharpener and I had to use a knife and sandpaper, which is okay, and that's what a lot of artists do, but it was actually really annoying. I just couldn't, I had to keep doing it over and over and over again just to get a sharp point. So ironically, or like just because the universe hates me, immediately after this video I was like, dang, I want to find another pencil sharpener that I have. I know I have it somewhere. And then I immediately went and found it, and it worked really well. So now all my pencils are sharp. They weren't for this video. Also, another annoying thing was this marker. I wonder if people were using it in store and like testing it out and used up some of the ink, because she was dry, but that is a brand new marker. I've used it once before, once or twice. I used it for the donut and I used it for the croissant, and that was it. I don't think I could have possibly used up so much of the ink just from those ones, but apparently I did, so I might have to go get a refill. That's fine, it didn't really matter much anyway. I just wanted to lay like one base down, and then this marker, the second one, also was starting to get a bit dry, so she's a bit patchy. I didn't want it to be perfectly smooth anyway, because we want that cookie sort of texture, so I don't know if this actually helped me achieve that. But I went over it many other times with the same marker further on, but also with some other markers. At this point I just wanted to get the chocolate chips like filled in, at least like do half of the process, because it was going to be really annoying to have to like to feel like I have to go around them. But if I go in with like the dark brown, which is like almost the darkest brown, it's the second to darkest brown that I'll be using, then I won't feel like I have to like work around it so much. I don't know, it wouldn't matter anyway because it'd probably get covered up, but I was like, just put in the dark, which I don't normally do. I usually wait till the very end to put in very dark things, but this one's a little different. We have like a medium brown cookie, and then the chocolate chips are quite dark, so I was like, okay, we'll break the rules a little bit, just do a lightish grayish brown and then a pretty dark brown, and go back and forth and mix them a little bit together. I really wanted to get that like chocolate chunk texture. When I was looking for reference images, I was like, what kind of chocolate chip cookie do I want to buy from a bakery? I don't want one with chocolate chips. I want one with big old chunks. So we chose a reference image with big old chunks, and the goal was to make it chunky, and I think I achieved that. For the next color, all of these colors go on much darker than they dry, so it looked really intense at the beginning, and then eventually it will not be so intense. That's a good and bad thing. It also means that often I end up going back again and again with slightly darker colors. You can get like the same color a little darker if you go over the same spot several times over, but it doesn't often change that much. So I don't know, I just kept going back and forth with darker and darker colors, but I mainly focused around the edge, and then there were some like divots and more baked spots that I wanted to get darker, but essentially I saw like the slightly darker edges from, I'm assuming, just the baking process where, you know, the edges get all crispy, and I wanted to emphasize that. And then I slowly but surely kept bringing in darker and darker colors and keeping the lighter colors that I'd used before literally in my hand or right in front of me. If you see in the video, right under the sketchbook, that's my like stash of colors that I've already used and might want to use to blend. So depending on what area I was adding color to, if it was right up against a really light area, I'd choose the lightest, or hazelnuts was that color, which was also starting to dry out, so very rude. Not happy about that. We'll see if Japan can ever get Ohuhu refills, because these are Ohuhu ones, because I don't want to have to use Copics every time, they're so expensive. But yeah, if it was a slightly darker area, I would blend it out with a slightly darker, but lighter than that one shade, right? Then some edges I did want to keep relatively sharp, so not all of the shadows were completely blended out. That was kind of the goal. Sometimes it's like a sort of dispersed light from the like surrounding area that kind of like smoothly, it's like a gradient, goes from shadow to light. But there are other parts like the cracks in the cookies that have quite a stark line between what's in shadow and what's not. So I tried to do a mix of that, in addition to a mix of like crispier or like more baked areas and the slightly less baked areas, which, I don't know, sometimes it feels like that shadow, sometimes it feels like it's a baked, like more baked area, and sometimes it's hard to know the difference. But hopefully it just looks like cookies. That's all what I wanted, and I hope I achieved it. I think I achieved it. The cookie on the right, which is slightly behind it, I wasn't sure what to do with the shape of it, because in the reference image it like cuts off at like an awkward point where it like doesn't look rounded. I don't know, I just kind of copied that. But also there's a chocolate chip right in the corner, so I hope it doesn't look like a weird deformed shaped cookie. But like, they're not supposed to look perfectly round anyway, because they're supposed to be like bakery style cookies. So I hope it doesn't look weird, but if it still bothers me, if the shape still bothers me, you know what's amazing? When I scan this in, I can alter it digitally. So for example, the donut that I did, maybe it was because of the way I was sitting, but I feel like one side of it sticks out a little bit too far. Maybe because I was filming, I can't put my face right up above directly and look top down. I have to be slightly towards the bottom of it, and it distorts the image a bit, so sometimes you draw in a really weird way. So that kind of thing I can very easily use either something like the on Procreate you can use what's it called, the tool that you kind of just push everything and it changes the shape. Liquify, that's the one. Can you tell I don't script these before I start talking? But yeah, you can use the Liquify tool. You have to be careful. If you use it too much, it makes things really blurry and it just doesn't look nice. What I like to do is often on Fire Alpaca. This is really useful, especially if the paper itself gets warped. You can do a mesh transform and just slightly push and pull certain areas, so it's not quite a liquefy. So when I have to fix things, that's how I usually do it. And it's kind of inevitable that that kind of thing will happen, because when I'm filming, like I said, I can't put my face like directly above it. So sometimes my perspective gets a little bit skewed, and that's just the nature of filming things for videos or for streams. But we're almost done here. So far so good. We're just adding the last bits of colored pencil. Again, I was really struggling using that knife to sharpen instead of a pencil sharpener, but we made it work, I guess, in the end. What I really liked was going around those chocolate chips because I wanted them crispy, and I did it. So I signed it, and then we were done. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one for what I hope is the final installment of this new bakery series. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!